So in today's video, I want to share with you some of Dr. Joe Dispenza's teachings on how to reprogram your mind, how to reprogram your subconscious mind. In other words, how to break the habit of being yourself. Definitely one of my favorite books. I'm only going to show some. I'm just going to share some of his teachings. There's loads in here, right? And as you guys know that I love The Law of Assumption by Neville Goddard. But what I've discovered is that Joe Dispenza and Neville Goddard actually speaks the same language. They speak the exact same language. The only difference is Joe Dispenza is backing his teachings up by science. Everything is backed up by science. So the cool thing is, Joe Dispenza is now validating what Neville Goddard said years ago. And as you guys know, that Neville Goddard's teachings is the law of assumption. So what is the law of assumption? Simply put, whatever you assume to be true in your mind right now will be true for you in your reality. And that's exactly the same like Dr. Joe says. Dr. Joe Dispenza shared that if you want to be healthy, if you're unhealthy now at the moment and you want perfect health, you first have to be whole. You first have to become whole and complete before you can even, think about being healthy. So you first internally have to be whole. And if you want to be wealthy or rich, you first have to be abundant. Within, you first have to be abundant. And if you want to manifest your ideal partner or your SP, you first have to fall in love with yourself. So in other words, you have to date yourself first. You have to ask yourself, would you marry yourself? Would you date yourself? So it's basically the same thing. It's literally you becoming the version of yourself who already has your desire. Let me repeat that. So both Dr. Joe and Neville Goddard teaches that you have to become the version of yourself who already has your desires, because there are infinite versions of you right now, infinite versions. And Dr. Joe shares in the quantum field, there are infinite potentials. So there's a potential where you are a millionaire. There's a potential where you are living in your dream home already. So what I want you to do right now, I just want you to picture in your mind, just picture yourself in your dream home. Now picture yourself in your dream car. Now picture yourself next to your dream partner. Now picture yourself joyful and blissful. Just picture yourself. Just see it in your mind. You don't have to visualize. You don't have to imagine. Just want you to see it in your mind. Because sometimes when we use words such as visualize or imagine, then it just throws you off. I want you to picture it. Just see it in your mind. Now, the fact that you could see the version of yourself who already has your dream car, your dream home, your dream partner means that it exists. It exists in the quantum field. So Dr. Joe shares that all you need to do in order to manifest your reality is just to tune into that potential. So there are infinite potentials. There's a healthy you, an unhealthy you, a millionaire you, a successful you, a you with your dream car, your dream. You just have to choose which one and then just tune into that potential. So like if I had to give you an analogy. So if you're listening to radio and you're listening to Radio 1 and Radio 1 plays crap music and you're like, no man, I actually want to start vibing. I want to start dancing. And you think to yourself, I actually want to listen to R&B. Now R&B is on Radio 3. In order for you to access R&B music, you have to physically change the channel, change the station. You have to change the frequency in order to get to Radio 3. And then you now start getting R&B and now you can start jamming. You're like, oh yeah, this is my jam, man. And now you're just like vibes and vibes and vibes. So you're just having a good time. You're dancing. So similarly to your desires, it already exists right now. Your job is just to tune your frequency to that potential. What is your frequency? It's your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your beliefs, and what you focus on. You just have to tune that. And then I'm going to share how Dr. Joe actually breaks it down, because Dr. Joe breaks it down like this. He says, listen, your job is just to become very, very clear. You have to have a clear intention and an elevated emotion. Clear intention, elevated emotion, and then you tune into that reality. And you then just have to surrender it to the infinite intelligence and then go on with your life, live in gratitude as though it's already so. Don't obsess, don't overthink, don't worry about it, because it's already a done deal, right? So I'm excited to share this with you guys. So let's get into it, right? So as I mentioned to you guys that Dr. Joe said that in order for you to manifest any desire, just for example, I'm going to share my experience because I've tested it. I've tested it today. So what I did, I was like, okay, cool. Okay, I'm just going to, test it. I'm just going to be the scientist. I'm just going to experiment. So I said, okay, I want to manifest more abundance. And so Dr. Joe shared that whatever you want to manifest, just write a letter that represent that desire. So for example, I actually testing to manifest abundance, right? So, and I kind of change it a little bit. So this is Gabriel 2.0, and I want you to take your notepad and also write with me as well, because if you're going to interact with me, you're going to change internally. Now, when you change internally, your external reality changes automatically, because your external reality is just a reflection of your mind. So when you change your mind, you change your world. Isn't that cool? You change your mind, you change your world. So you don't have to manipulate people. You don't have to, try to change your world. All you need to do is just change your mind, because your mind is literally just a reflection of your 3D reality. Now, so I did a little bit of a, change. So I said, there's Gabriel over there. It's Gabriel 2. And this is my new abundant self. So this is my new abundant self, Gabriel 2.0. Look at him. Isn't he pretty cool? Absolutely. So this is a frequency that already exists in the quantum field. So if you can imagine or picture or see anything in your mind, it means that it already exists. Let's give him a little bit of a hat. Seeing that he likes to wear his hats, so there's a hat for him there as well. So this frequency already exists in the quantum field. So this is mine for the taking. In order for me to manifest this, I now have to become very clear. So in other words, what are my intentions? This is what Dr. Joe teaches. What are my intentions? In other words, what is intentions? Thoughts. Your thoughts. What are your thoughts? So mine, number one, was I actually want to manifest $1 million. And I also want to manifest amazing clients. And I also want to manifest financial freedom. And I also want to love what I do. I want to love what I do. So those are my intentions right there. Okay? It's my intentions. So, as you can see, my intentions, abundance means for me, what abundance means to me is $1 million, amazing clients, financial freedom, and to love what I do. That's what abundance means to me, right? And then, so you then have to ask yourself, if you had to have this in your reality right now. How will you feel? How will it make you feel? Well, I will feel joyful. You already know bliss. It's all about, endless bliss. I will feel joyful. I will feel excited. I will feel grateful. I'll feel unlimited, unlimited, and I'll feel free. So these are elevated emotions or feelings. So let's just recap. I want to manifest more abundance, right? Now this is Gabriel 2.0, my new abundant self. So my intentions are $1 million, amazing clients, financial freedom, and I want to love what I do. And if I had to experience this right now, I will feel the elevated emotions that I will feel is joy, excitement, gratitude, unlimitedness, and freedom, right? So I will feel joyful, I'll feel excited, I'll feel grateful, I'll feel unlimited, and I'll feel free. Now, Dr. Joe shares that in order for you to access the quantum field, you have to become nobody, no time, no thing, and no one, right? So in other words, you have to become your true self. Now, what does that mean, your true self? Okay, well, if you had to ask me right now, Gabriel, who are you? So I know that I'm not my name, because I can change my name to Dr. Joe legally, right? And I can also become aware of my name. I also know that I'm not my body, because I don't say that I'm hand or I'm finger or I'm nose or I'm teeth, right? I can become aware of my body, right? I can actually watch my body go up and down, my arms go up and down. I'm also not my thoughts and my feelings, because I can become aware of my thoughts and my feelings. As a matter of fact, I'm watching my thoughts and I'm watching my feelings right now. I'm actually observing it. I am experiencing right now. So in other words, I am not my name, because I can become aware of it. I'm also not my body, because I can become aware of it. I'm also not my thoughts and my feelings, because I can become aware of it. So then, who am I? I am the awareness that is aware of my body. So in other words, I am the observer. Now that awareness is infinite and it's limitless. You can call it what you want. Presence, stillness, empty space, God, universe, whatever you want to call that awareness. But I love how Dr. Joe also breaks it down in the book. He said that when you take your body, your hand, I want you to touch your hand like this, touch it like this. You see, your body is made out of cells, and those cells are made out of molecules. And those molecules are made out of atoms, and those atoms are made out of subatomic particles. Now, those subatomic particles are derived from energy. So on a fundamental level, we are energy, right? You are energy, I'm energy, and it's all one energy, right? So now we know that we are not this physical body. Well, it's not physical, but that's another video for another time. So I've just shared with you now, it's not really entirely physical according to, this book. But I just want us to keep it simple. The point that I want to make is that we are not just our name, our body, our thoughts, and our feelings, but we are the awareness, or we are energy having a human experience. We are energetic beings having a human experience. Hence the famous saying, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having a spiritual being. No. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. No. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Now that spirit is empty space, presence. Now Dr. Joe shares that we have to become nothing. We have to become the void. We have to become nothingness in order to access the quantum field. So I was like, oh, cool, yeah. I love Dr. Joe's meditations. I mean, Dr. Joe's freaking amazing. He's a rock star. I love it. But then remember, I shared with you that I want to be the scientist. I want to experiment for myself. So what I did was I've written this down in my book. Yeah. And then all I did was I changed my brain waves from the beta state, like the awakened state, to alpha. And how I did that was just by taking a few deep breaths in and out into my heart, in and out. I did it for about, say, 6 breath counts. And then I first focused on my intention. So I saw, okay, $1 million, amazing clients, financial freedom. And I accepted it. I already have that in my desire. And then afterwards, I then felt all the elevated emotions. I felt the joy, the excitement, the gratitude, I felt unlimited and free for 10 minutes. I felt for 10 minutes, I was buzzing, man. Even now, man, I feel so freaking, the joy that I'm feeling right now, it's like, and here's the thing, it's free. I didn't have to pay any for this. It's free, bro. It's free. So, it's just so exciting, man. Just so exciting. So that's why I want to share it with you. So I felt the joy, the excitement, the gratitude, the unlimited and freedom for 10 minutes afterwards without going to the void. So in other words, without becoming no one, no thing, no time, because I wanted to experiment it for myself. I just wanted to be the scientist. So this total experience took me about, say, 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, I was buzzing, man. Ooh, I felt so freaking grateful. The joy, the excitement I felt, knowing that this is already done deal. And then something told me, check your email. So I go on my phone, I check my email, boom, I see that we just got a client that paid in full. A client actually just bought one of our coaching packages and they paid in full. This is after I did this. They paid in full. I'm like, oh my freaking greatness. I'm so grateful. Yeah, this is my new home. So I'm like smiling ear to ear, I'm so grateful. I shared with my wife and I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video and I want to share my experience with you. And the reason why I want to share my experience with you is because it's interesting to note that, like, as you guys know, that Dr. Joe's meditations are like up to about, say, an hour long. And like I said, I love it, man. I make time for those. I love it. You know what I mean? But I wanted to test what will happen if I just focus on my intentions and feel the elevated emotions. And as a result, after that, something told me, check your email, boom, saw that we got a client that paid, in full. And so what I want to share with you is give it a try as well. Be like me, be the scientist, experiment as well, have fun. So you can actually steal everything that I've shared with you right now. The only reason why I drew myself there is because I'm a visual person. I want to see it. I want to see Gabriel 2.0 there. I want to see my new abundance out there. I want to see exactly what my new life looks like. I want to see, okay, what are my new, emotions? How am I feeling now? How am I feeling now? And man, I'm still buzzing. I'm still buzzing on this. And I just wanted to share, this with you guys. And I really want to encourage you, to also test it. Just be the scientist, stop watching so many YouTube videos. Just press pause and start practicing. Practice, practice, practice. Now I'm going to experiment with this for 7 days. And I will give you feedback. So I'm going to experiment for 7 days, do this for 7 days, and I will let you know how it goes. So there you are. So let us quickly recap. So first of all, in order for you to reprogram your mind in 7 days, you have to become very clear. What do you want? Do you want a dream home, dream car? Do you want a successful business, more clients, more money? What do you want? Whatever that is, just write a letter that that actually represents that. Maybe if it's a dream car, you're going to write a C. A dream home, you're going to write an H. A dream job, you're going to write a J. If you want to become abundant like me, you're going to write an A. Successful business, you can then say like, abundance as well. Whatever that is, and then just define your intention. So, okay, when you do, so what does this new thing represent to you? So if it's a job, like, okay, do you want to be financial? Do you want to earn X amount, like $10,000? Do you want to be free, working your own hours? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to love what you do? So what do you actually want? So be clear on your intentions. And then afterwards, ask yourself, when I do have this job, how will I feel? Will I feel happy? Will I feel excited? Will I feel grateful? How will I feel? Write it down. And then after that, then sit with this for 10 minutes, like I did, and just feel those emotions while you're focusing on those intentions. And I want you to share your experience with me, share your success stories, because I intend that you also will experience success stories like me, because you are a master manifester. Yes, I'm speaking it into existence because you are worthy, you are deserving, you are good enough, you are a master manifester. I mean, like, I just shared with you now that you're a spiritual being having a human experience. What that means is you are already perfect, whole, and complete, and you are infinite and limitless. So anything that says otherwise, it's just a limiting belief and it's a block. So you can literally just take off the limiting belief. Like I would actually take off this t-shirt. See, this is a t-shirt. I can take it off and I can switch t-shirts right now, just like a limiting belief. I can do that right now because I am not the limiting belief. I'm just wearing the belief. So if the belief does not serve you, take it off, right? So furthermore, if you a business owner or an entrepreneur and you need help and you feel stuck, you can book a free discovery call with me and we can discuss what is actually blocking you, what is keeping you stuck, why is it that you procrastinate, why is it that you feel fearful, whatever you're going through. You can book a free discovery call, but this is only for entrepreneurs and business owners who are interested in one-on-one coaching. Awesome stuff. Having said that, thanks for your time. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.